have been spreading nasty rumors and saying some very crazy and outlandish things. This is mental illness, schizophrenia at play, and you should ignore them.
This week and sent around a life insurance policy of sorts, a package rather, to people that I trust, a package filled with text messages, emails, private communications, videos, and private legal documents. So if anything happens to me, you guys will know exactly who it is that has been making my life a living hell over the past couple of years. People that are trying to bankrupt me, trying to bankrupt me and my family, that are threatening us to sue us.
It's becoming clear that Erika Kirk has finally reached her breaking point with Candace Owens and is no longer willing to sit back while Candace drags her name into one outrageous claim after another, especially now that rumors are spreading that Erika is preparing to expose Candace for allegedly dealing with schizophrenia, a claim that has shocked both supporters and critics and has completely changed the tone of this entire situation. Candace has spent months pushing wild theories about Charlie Kirk's death, and many people have noticed that her statements have only grown more dramatic over time, but Erika remained quiet through most of it, choosing not to escalate the drama until now. Things turned explosive after Candace jumped online and announced that she had supposedly received a message from someone inside the French government who claimed that President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte had authorized a plan to have her killed, and in her posts, she described an elaborate story involving a French hit squad, an Israeli assassin, and multiple governments supposedly cooperating to take her out, as if world leaders were stopping everything to focus on her. She didn't stop there. She immediately connected this claim to Charlie Kirk's death, suggesting that the same shadowy forces involved in the alleged assassination attempt against her had also been tied to what happened to Charlie. She mentioned federal agencies, international conspiracies, and secret operations, and at one point even hinted that Erika herself, along with the FBI, could have played a part in Charlie's death. That was the moment many people realized Erika's silence was not going to last much longer. Watching someone publicly accuse you of orchestrating your own husband's death is a line that almost no one is going to overlook, and Erika seems to have decided that enough is enough. While Candace kept adding extra layers to her theories, she began dragging up old drama involving the Macron family, reviving an already debunked rumor that Brigitte Macron had once been a man named Jean-Michel, a story the French press had dismissed long ago, but Candace insisted she had secret evidence. She even tried connecting this rumor to World War II by suggesting that Brigitte's family were possibly German Nazi scientists who had been given new identities through Operation Paperclip, turning the situation into something straight out of a movie. When the Macrons finally took legal action and filed multiple defamation counts against her,
Candace is unhinged. Brigitte Macron won for defamation. Well, that's no longer a thing. Because guess what? The journalist that she went after, two of them, they beat Brigitte in court.
But on this podcast clip, she pushed it even further, pointing out that she described as her strongest evidence. She claimed that there wasn't even a wedding photo or any pictures from 30 years ago showing that Brigitte existed back then.
Saying Dr. Medical Exam at this moment, just some photographic evidence that you existed for the first 30 years of your life. That would be great. Maybe wedding photos. I assume you took tons of wedding photos. Can we see who the maid of honor was? Just proof that it was you. I feel like we're not asking for a lot. How about school photos?
Most people expected Candace to pull back, but instead she doubled down with even more confidence, treating the lawsuit like proof that she was onto something rather than evidence she had pushed things too far. She used her podcast to insist that she was the only one telling the truth and that everyone mocking her would soon owe her an apology. Her supporters echoed her claims, but a large part of the internet responded with disbelief, pointing out the absurdity of imagining a president and his wife coordinating with foreign operatives to target a podcaster. Eventually, Candace's theories spiraled even further when she began accusing the U.S. government of covering up Charlie Kirk's death, claiming that federal agents took the case from the local police to hide the true circumstances surrounding the shooting. She insisted that authorities intentionally avoided releasing photos or videos that could have helped identify the shooter, and she even questioned the arrest of Tyler Robinson, the man authorities said was responsible. According to her, Tyler had been framed, wasn't anywhere near the crime scene, and didn't even attend the campus where the shooting happened. She claimed she had sources verifying this information but said she couldn't reveal them yet, and she continued.
I said there is no way we are going to this event now. There's a 0% chance. First and foremost, why are you saying it? But anybody can go to it. You just buy a ticket to the event, and you're all working to try to get me to confirm that I'm going. And you're doing this as if you're trying to like push my buttons and be like, we got to make her get into her ego so she like shows up and like posts it on social media. Nope, actually, while I'm attacking the feds, maybe not going to a public event, which the feds are organizing, is probably a very good idea. I'm good. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna listen to Power on my headphones and go see Ye. How's that for a memorial for Charlie Kirk? That feels like the right thing for me to do right now.
Continued posting long threads about secret Discord networks, underground groups manipulating events, and hidden figures controlling everything behind the scenes. All of this created a swarm of confusion, fear, anger, and skepticism online, and every day Candace added something new, making it harder for anyone to tell where she was getting her information or whether she even believed everything she was saying. Things became even more personal when Candace admitted she skipped Charlie's funeral because she believed people were planning to harm her there, making it sound as if Erika and others close to Charlie were part of a plot against her. That claim triggered a wave of backlash against Erika, with some of Candace's fans accusing her of hiding something or being suspiciously quiet, even though she was grieving and trying to keep her family together during one of the hardest times of her life. The pressure grew even more intense when Candace suggested she had created a dead man switch, a package.
I went ahead this week and sent around a life insurance policy of sorts, a package rather, to people that I trust, a package filled with text messages, emails, private communications, videos, and private legal documents. So if anything happens to me, you guys will know exactly who it is that has been making my life a living hell over the past couple of years. People that are trying to bankrupt me and my family, that are threatening us to sue us.
Of documents, screenshots, messages, and videos that she sent to multiple people so that if anything happened to her, the information would automatically be released. She spoke about it like she was living inside a spy thriller, warning that the government, foreign leaders, and even people close to Charlie were involved in a massive cover-up. She framed herself as someone constantly in danger, constantly hunted, constantly betrayed, which only made her theories more dramatic and unsettling. Erika, watching all of this unfold, finally decided she couldn't stay silent any longer, especially since Candace had crossed into territory that directly affected her family, her name, and her safety. Reports began surfacing that Erika planned to release documents showing that Candace had previously been diagnosed with schizophrenia, a move that would completely change the conversation and potentially destroy Candace's credibility. While releasing someone's private medical records is a drastic step, Erika's supporters argue that Candace has been creating chaos for months, and that people deserve to know whether her claims are rooted in reality or in mental health struggles that should be handled privately and compassionately rather than broadcast as political truths. The timing also lines up with what experts say about persecutory delusions. When a person genuinely believes powerful forces, governments, or large groups of people are out to harm them even when there is no evidence supporting it, and much of Candace's behavior fits that pattern. The constant fear, the belief that multiple governments are working together, the idea that everyone around her is involved in a plot, these are all classic signs of someone experiencing delusions. Now everything is building toward a major confrontation, with Erika ready to expose documents, Candace refusing to back down, and both sides gaining large groups of supporters who are convinced they know the truth. Some people online believe Candace is simply unraveling and letting her imagination take control, while others believe she is genuinely being targeted and that Erika's attempt to release medical records is just part of a bigger plan to silence her. Conspiracy groups have already begun theorizing that Erika is working with elites, the government, or foreign agencies to discredit Candace, while Erika's defenders say she has every right to protect her name from dangerous accusations that have already gone.